So do you also use GoHighLevel and Google Contacts for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to create or update Google Contact for tagged GoHighLevel contact. So over here I'm running a business and we use GoHighLevel to manage the email marketing for our business and Google Contacts as the CRM. So now what I want is that as soon as a contact tag is added in my GoHighLevel account, automatically with the help of these same details, a new contact should be created or updated in my Google Contacts account too. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between GoHighLevel and Google Contacts. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automatically create or update a Google contact whenever a contact is tagged in GoHighLevel. So this automation ensures that your Google contact stays up to date with relevant client or lead details, reducing the manual data entry and improving contact management. So whether you are managing sales, leads, or customer relationships, this setup will streamline your workflow. So stay tuned as I walk you through the process step by step. So to get started, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of hours free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we are going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And as soon as we're going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create or update Google Contact for tagged GoHighLevel contact. GoHighLevel to Google Contact, and then we simply have to click on this create. And as soon as we are going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will run. Alright, trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. So let's get started, and to get started we have to select our trigger application. So I'm just going to select my trigger application as GoHighLevel. So to select the trigger application as GoHighLevel, we have to search for lead connector right over here. And as you can see, lead connector V1 and V2. So we have to select lead connector V2 over here. And now as soon as we're going to select the trigger application, it is asking me for the trigger event. So for the trigger event, we simply have to select it as contact tag. And now as soon as we're going to select the trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're going to use the same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our GoHighLevel account and our Pabbly Connects workflow. So what we have to do is, we first have to copy this webhook URL and then we have to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your lead connector or GoHighLevel account. Choose the account and then visit the automation and create workflow. Alright, so we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my GoHighLevel account, and as you can see that I've already selected my account right from here. So we're going to move on forward towards the left side of the bar and go towards this automation section. And right over here you can see all the workflows or the automations I have already created. But I'm just going to create a new. For that we simply have to go towards this create workflow and then start from scratch button given right over here. And now we are just going to name this workflow first. Let's say that I want to name this workflow as Google Contact. So I'm just going to enter Google Contact right over here and name this workflow. And yes, you can see that we have successfully named this workflow. So now I'm just going to move on forward and we're just going to click on this add new trigger button. So as you already know that the trigger gives the commands to the workflow. So here what I want is that as soon as a new contact is tagged in my GoHighLevel account, automatically this workflow is also going to get triggered. So I'm just going to select the trigger as contact tag. All right, and then we simply have to click on this save trigger option, and now we are just going to add the action. For that I'm just going to click on this plus button, and now for the action I want to keep it as webbook. So I'm just going to search for webbook, and as you can see webbooks, we're simply going to select it. And now for the method we have to keep it as post, and now we're just going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow in this URL field, and then we simply have to click on this save action button. And after clicking on this save action, we have to switch on this workflow right from here. So from draft we have to keep it as publish, and after switching it on we simply have to click on this save. And as soon as we're going to do so, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully saved this workflow and we have also published it right from here. So now I'm just going to go back towards my workflows, and yes, with this we have successfully created this workflow, and with this we have also published this, and with this we have successfully created a connection between our GoHighLevel account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So over here, in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my GoHighLevel. We're going to go towards the left side of the bar towards the contacts, and we're going to add a tag to one of our contact. All right, and after coming over here towards the contact section, I'm just going to look for the contact I want to add the tag to. Now let's say I'm just going to add a tag to this contact which is latest user. All right, so I'm just going to open it, and over here we're just going to add a tag right over here which is new customer. All right, so I'm just going to look for the tag name new customer, and as you can see the same, so you're simply going to add it right over here. So yes, with this we have successfully completed the test submission, and now GoHighLevel has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. And yes, over here you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. You can see that Pabbly has captured the details of the same contact which we tagged in our GoHighLevel account. You can see the same last name, you can see the same first name, you can see the same email and the another details. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new contact is tagged in our GoHighLevel account, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. Alright, so further what I want is I want to create or update a Google contact for GoHighLevel tagged contact. Alright, so for my action application, I'm just going to select it as Google Contacts. So I'm just going to search for Google Contacts right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're simply going to select it. And now for the action event, first we are simply going to select it as search contact, because first I'm just going to search for the contact. If the contact exists, then we are simply going to add the tag to that contact, but if the contact does not exist, we are going to create the contact first and then add the tag. All right, so first I'm simply going to search for the contact. For that I'm just going to select my action event as search contact, and then we are simply going to click on this connect. And as soon as we're going to click on this connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Contacts with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we simply have to click on this blue button which says sign in with Google. And as soon as we're going to click on this blue button which says sign in with Google, right over here you can see that Pabbly is going to ask me to select my Gmail account. So over here I'm just going to select my Gmail account for which I want to create this automation for. All right. And after selecting my Gmail account, as you can see that Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on this allow, Pabbly is safe, and as soon as we're going to do so, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully connected our Google Contacts with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me for the search value. So it is saying enter the name, email address or phone number to find the contact here. Alright, so we have to search the contact, and I'm just going to search the contact with the help of email address. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to enter the email address which we have received in the previous response right over here to search for that same email address in our Google contacts. Alright, but I'm not going to enter the email address manually or by copy pasting it, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected lead connector V2 as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of this application only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm just going to look for email address in the previous response, and then we are simply going to map it. And after mapping this, I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, and as soon as we are just going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response right over here. You can see that we have successfully searched for this contact. You can see that we have successfully received the contact details. You can see the person's resource name. We are going to move on forward. You can see all the details. You can see the name, email, and all the details. So yes, this contact already existed in our Google contacts. You can see right over here. So that's why it has given me the details for the same. So yes, this contacts exist now. So I am not going to create a new contact. I'm just simply going to add the label to this same contact only. Alright. So for that, I'm just going to add another action step right over here. And now for the action application, I'm just going to select it as router. So router is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to add routes in your workflow. And now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as conditionally run and click on this connect. So yes, you can see that now we have successfully created two routes. So one route would be for the one where the contact are already created, and we are simply going to add that same contact in a group. And route 2 will run when the contacts are not there in our Google contacts. So first we are going to create a new contact there and then add that same contact into a group. Alright, so first we are just going to see the route 1 first. I'm just going to rename both of this right from here to avoid any confusion. So I'm just going to go towards this 3 dots and then rename. Alright, so for the route 1, I'm just going to select it as existing contacts. So yes, you can see that I've successfully renamed this route as existing contacts. I'm just going to click on this update. And now for this route 2, I'm just going to rename it as new contacts. So I'm just going to enter new and then contacts right over here. And yes, you can see that we have successfully renamed both of these routes. So now I'm just going to go towards this existing contacts, see filter and action steps. All right. And yes, over here you can see that for the filter condition, I'm just going to select the label as this person/resource name. Alright, so this is the unique contact ID of all our contacts in our Google contacts. So I'm just going to select it as label. And now for the filter type, I'm just going to select it as exist. So what I want is that if this contact ID exists, then only this route will run on further. So I'm just going to click on this save and send test request button right over here to add this filter condition right over here in this route. Alright. And yes, you can see that it is saying status success, message condition is true. So yes, with this we have successfully applied this filter condition, and now what will happen is that if the contact ID exists, then only this route will move on further. Alright, so now we're just going to add another action step right over here. Now further what I want is that if the contact exists, I want to add that same contact into a group or add a label onto that contact. Alright, so I'm just going to add another action step for the same. So now for the action application, I'm just going to select it as Google contacts once again. Alright, but now for the action event, I'm just going to select the action event as add contact to a group. Alright, so I'm just going to look for the same, and as you can see, add contact to group /label. So I'm just going to select this action event and click on this connect. Once again, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So I've already connected my Google contacts recently, so I'm just going to click on this select existing connection and then save button right over here. And now it is asking me for which group I want to add this contact. So here I'm just going to select my group as new customer because I want to add the contacts into this group only. Alright, this was the same tag which we added right over here into our contact in GoHighLevel account too. And now it is asking me for the contact. So over here it is asking me to select a contact, but no, we are not going to select the contact, but instead we're going to map the contact. So what we're going to do is we are simply going to switch on this mapping button and erase this contact ID which we have received. and map the contact ID from the response of our previous step, which is Google Contacts. And over here you can see person resource name, so we're just going to map it right over here. And as soon as we're going to map this, we are simply going to turn this field as dynamic, and now this will change in real time with every new response received too. All right, so as you can see that I've successfully mapped this contact ID and selected the group too. So yes, now after doing both of this, we simply have to click on this save and send test request button. And yes, you can see that now after clicking on the save and send test request button, we have received this response. This means that we have successfully added this contact into our group, which is new customer. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my Google Contacts account, and I'm just going to open this contact which we edited right now. And yes, you can see a new tag of new customer has been added to this contact right over here. You can see the label added successfully. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this route, which is existing contacts. And now I'm just going to open this route of new contacts and get this set it up. All right, and yes, now for the label, once again I'm just going to select it as the person resource name, but now for the filter type I'm just going to select it as does not exist and click on this save and send test request. So now what will happen is that if this contact ID or the person resource name doesn't exist, then this route will run. All right, so right now it existed, so it is saying condition is false, but in the case when it will not, then it will be the condition is true, and then this route will move on further. All right, so I'm just going to add another action step. So what I want is, if the contact doesn't exist, first I'm just going to create a contact and then add that contact into the group. So now for the action application, once again I'm just going to select it as Google Contacts right over here. Once again for the action event, I'm just going to select it as create contact, click on connect, select existing connection and then save. And now over here I'm just going to enter my contact details and create a new contact. So it is asking me for the first name, so I'm just going to look for first name in the previous response and map this latest. We're going to move on forward, map the last name. We are only going to fill in the details which are required. All right, over here we are going to move on forward, map the email address, and as you can see, latest 8679@pabblytunes.com. Over here for the gender, I don't have any specific gender, so I'm just going to switch on this mapping button and erase this and leave this field as blank. We are going to move on forward. We're going to map the phone number too right over here. So as you can see that I've mapped the details which were required, and now I'm just going to move on forward and click on save and send test request. But now it is asking for many another details, so if you wish you can definitely fill out the rest of the details too, but I don't wish to do so, so directly I'm just going to click on this save and send test request button right over here. And yes, as soon as we're going to click on this save and send test request button right over here, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response. All right, so now after adding this action step, we are going to move on further. This says that we have successfully created a new contact in our Google Contacts. All right, now I'm just going to add another action step, and now what we're going to do is we are going to add this same contact which we created right now in this route to the group which is new customers. All right, so to do this, once again for the action application, we're going to select it as Google Contacts. For the action event, I'm just going to select it as add contact to group /label and click on connect. Select existing connection and then save, because I've recently connected my Google Contacts account. I'm just going to select the group and then we are going to map the contact ID. But over here you have to keep in mind that we're going to map this contact ID from the response of our router step 2, which is Google Contacts. And over here you can see resource names. We are going to map it right from here. You have to keep in mind that we have to map it right from here only, which is from the response of our route to Google Contacts create contact, not from this route. All right, so now after doing this, I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, and as soon as we're going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see we have received a response. And yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. So now what will happen is that as soon as a new contact is tagged in my GoHighLevel account, automatically first we're going to search for the contact if it existed or not in our Google Contacts account. And if the contact existed, then this route will run, where what will happen is that the contact would be added to a group or label which is new customer. And if the contact doesn't existed, so first we are going to go towards this route to see will run an action step. And if the contact doesn't existed, what will happen is that first Pabbly Connect going to create the contact and then add that contact into the same group or label the contact with the same. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now we don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. Automatically, as soon as a new GoHighLevel contact has been tagged, a new contact would be created or updated right over here in my Google Contacts account too. So this workflow is going to run in backend and we can just sit back and relax. So yes, this was was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.